Well, good Thursday evening, mid-Missouri. Friday is looking like we've got a chance for some showers and storms. It's really going to depend on where you are. Throughout the day, we'll see better chances overall in the afternoon and evening. Temperatures are climbing into the low 80s. Rain may be putting a limit on those temperatures. It's still not going to be any warmer than what we've seen today. Our atmospheric moisture pushing back in, though, tomorrow will bring maybe some greater humidity. Dew points back in the 60s. We've been really enjoying, at least I have, the dew points in the 50s today, making it feel a bit more comfortable out there with the 80s. We feel pretty true to actual temperature. We may have some extra humidity. As this warm front lifts, you'll see it switch here to a warm front. It lifts closer to us by Friday. You can see the moisture kind of getting out ahead of that. That's going to supply us with moisture this weekend, starting Friday and into the weekend. We're also going to see a series of disturbances. That's what you're looking at here. These are upper level disturbances. They're going to roll in with the jet stream. You see the winds. That's going to bring us an active pattern, a rainy pattern, not a washout, but we will see several chances for rain throughout Saturday and to Sunday. Sunday, we're going to see that jet dip a little bit, and we're looking at some drier air from the north filtering in. If anything, though, that actually helps climb our temperatures on Sunday. The absence of rain chances will put our forecast back in the upper 80s, and then Monday drier. We're looking drier for Monday, and that'll make us more likely to hit 90. So here we are Thursday. Our ABC 17 Storm Track Future Track has us dry. Northwest winds pulling in cooler air from the northwest this afternoon. That's what's had us feeling so pleasant. Those clouds overhead, we're looking at those clearing from the west to the east, and so we're looking at a decent sunset there as the sun sets to our western horizon. Temperatures overnight falling into the mid-60s. It'll be a pleasant start tomorrow, but you're starting to notice more of that humidity. We're likely starting dry on Friday before some activity starts to roll in from the west. It's one of those disturbances I was telling you about. It'll eventually take advantage of that moisture here at the surface once we get later into the day on Friday. Pay attention to this as we move forward. We're watching activity kind of weaken on arrival. This wave, though, this disturbance continues towards the east. Into the heat of the day, we start to see those storms redevelop. Do you remember a couple of days ago where we had that hole of rainfall where we didn't see anything in mid-Missouri, but we saw activity to the west and to the east? This is a similar setup, but it looks like we've got a better chance of maybe storms developing in mid-Missouri instead of just east of our eastern border. So again, those storms developing, we'll need to watch these. They could potentially become strong. Future Track kind of highlighting that here, but we're going to keep an eye on that Friday afternoon, that activity pushing through. I think thunderstorm chances are best on the eastern half of mid-Missouri. And then we see some scattered shower and storm chances kind of behind that wave. Again, this is still that active pattern. We've got moisture for it to use. And again, those disturbances generating some of those off and on showers and storms throughout the day on Saturday. This is going to stop at about 7 o'clock to noon, but we'll keep those chances for rain off and on throughout the day Saturday. Notice it's not going to be a washout. In fact, take a look at our rain totals. The heaviest rain misses us to the south. We may see, again, where those storms develop towards the east, some isolated heavier amounts of rain or greater amounts. I think isolated totals to an inch are not out of the question, but it's more likely that I think we end up with a quarter of an inch to a half an inch on the widespread basis. Precipitation outlook over the next 6 to 10 days, looking above average. That's just going to take us beyond the 7-day forecast. You can see that here. We are looking at better rain chances to the end of the next 7 days. So that's Tuesday through Thursday. We'll see better rain chances there. Also, warmer temperatures early next week in general. We're in the 80s thanks to some rainfall and some cooler air here Friday through Saturday and Sunday. But Monday into next week, those temperatures climbing back into the low 90s.